The hellish demon dragon's body churned, stirring countless destructive energies, attacking Xiao Yan bit by bit. Its demon dragon eyes locked onto Xiao Yan, filled with an unruly and arrogant arrogance. If the hellish demon dragon, now recently awakened, still retained some traits of the dragon clan, then under the control of the dragon-taming talisman, it had become no different from a savage beast, driven only by a thirst for blood. The overwhelming dragon pressure emanating from the demon dragon shook the entire world, as if a single swipe of its mighty dragon claws could tear apart Xiao Yan's fragile body, crushing even his soul with ease. Ha ha ha. Xiao Yan, do you think that with your mere 4 elemental power and countless sacred flames, you can contend with us? To be honest, even the full strength of the Endless Flame Alliance is like ants in our eyes, not worth mentioning. You have no idea of the true rules of this world. At this moment, the Son of Heaven loomed in the sky like a true judge proclaiming his victory. His deranged smile was especially repulsive. Ha, true, but I have my own way. Xiao Yan smirked, his Baxia Dragon King's shadow swirling rapidly around him. Circles of golden energy ripples slowly seeped out from his skin and pores. The overwhelming force of tyranny filled the air, shaking the very heavens and earth. It made the hellish demon dragon's eyes flicker with deep apprehension. Now, Xiao Yan knew that his 4-element power and sacred flames were not enough to turn the tide of battle. The key to victory lay in the Dragon God transformation. 7th change, the God-slaying ruler, and demonic power. The 7th change of the Dragon God had been secretly cultivated when he broke through to the quasi-7th reincarnation stage in the boundless fire domain, though he had never successfully used it. As for the God-slaying ruler and demonic power, Xiao Yan had not yet resorted to them, as there were still powerful figures from the Hell Realm lurking. He would only use them if absolutely necessary, because those were his last trump cards. Kill. As the Son of Heaven spoke, a faint illusionary dragon, taming talisman energy shadow appeared in his hand. He raised it high, and its commanding murderous intent forced the hellish demon dragon into preparing a devastating killing strike. The hellish demon dragon's body surged back into the sky's clouds, where dense, colorless water attribute energy, gray lightning power, the rich scent of wood, and even a vicious, burning black demonic fire began to merge, forming an even more violent destructive force. In an instant, a dazzling 4-colored beam of light descended from the sky, carrying an incredibly sharp pressure that made Xiao Yan's soul tremble. The power of these 4 elemental lights surged, seemingly stirring the entire world and causing energy to swirl around the hellish demon dragon's body. Energy soul mountains appeared around the hellish demon dragon, which now seemed to act as a conduit for this apocalyptic power. This strike, who can stop it? Let it be submerged in the tides of history, Russell. A sneer slowly appeared on the Son of Heaven's gloomy face. Everything was already part of his perfect plan. He had used the lives of 3 powerful beings from the ancient heavenly palace to steal 3 types of elemental energy from Xiao Yan's body. With the hellish demon dragon's immunity to sacred flames, he would now unleash a final, world-shattering blow. Everything would be annihilated. Even Xiao Yan. How could he resist? The Son of Heaven was certain that facing this world-destroying power, even the current Xiao Yan could not escape. This place would become Xiao Yan's final resting ground. No need for him to lift a finger. He would rid the Xiao clan of its last lingering threat. Once Xiao Yan died, his name would echo throughout the great 1,000 worlds. The energy of heaven and earth is beginning to slip beyond your control. The hellish demon dragon's 4-element fusion attack is something even I cannot guarantee to withstand. You really think you can control this? The devouring Spirit King, still bound by chains, had been trying desperately to save Xiao Yan. But the calm expression on Xiao Yan's face stunned him. That calmness was too abnormal. As he looked at Xiao Yan's unflinching calm, a strange sense of dread began to grow in the devouring Spirit King's heart. It seemed that this little fellow possessed a power that was worthy of his attention. The vengeance of the Xiao clan ancestors will begin with him. Xiao Yan sneered, his voice void of any emotion. At this moment, the demonic bloodline within Xiao Yan, along with the Xiao clan's bloodline, was instantly forced deep into his body. A pool of noble golden blood slowly filled Xiao Yan's limbs and bones. As this blood surged through his veins, a golden shadow unexpectedly appeared behind him, slowly coiling and lying in wait. At the same time, the dragon god transformation within his body erupted. The first to the fifth transformations of the dragon god transformation were completed in the blink of an eye, flowing effortlessly, as the terrifying power of the Baxia Dragon King combined with the golden light. Now, Xiao Yan seemed to have become a half-dragon, half-human being. Sixth transformation of the Dragon God. Dragon God's Fury. With another growl, countless golden rays seemed to respond to some unseen call, surrounding Xiao Yan. A powerful force, seemingly superior to the very heavens and earth, began to surge forth. This is the ultimate technique of the Dragon Clan, the Dragon God transformation. Looking at Xiao Yan's display, both the Son of Heaven and the Devouring Spirit King in the sky were shocked, their pupils shrinking as they simultaneously gasped. This kid, he has hidden so much. I must see how much of the Xiao clan's bloodline he truly inherited. The Devouring Spirit King protected his mind, his attention fixed on the terrifying battle unfolding before him. Dragon God. Seventh transformation. Sacred dragon worship. A mighty dragon roar shattered the sky, and a golden dragon shadow over 10,000 feet long appeared behind Xiao Yan. Behind this golden dragon, several other grand dragon shadows followed, including a silver dragon and others, each casting a magnificent presence in the air. Even though these dragons were merely illusory projections, the force they carried was so overwhelming that the entire Hell Realm seemed to tremble. Xiao Yan, a descendant of the Xiao clan. How did he learn the techniques of the Dragon Clan? N9. 9 Great Dragon King's Shadows? Boom. Before the Son of Heaven's terrified words could finish, Xiao Yan, surrounded by the 9 dragon shadows, took a step forward and soared into the sky, disappearing into the clouds. At that moment, the entire world seemed to shake as a vast wave of destructive energy radiated outward from the clouds, filling the air with chaotic energy that made one's mind dizzy. Bang! A sudden sound erupted from within the clouds, followed by the emergence of a massive creature. Ha ha ha! Xiao Yan. Watching this scene, the Son of Heaven's face twisted into a sneer. Even if Xiao Yan had mastered the Dragon Clan's secret techniques, how could he possibly break through the traps and shackles that had been meticulously set for him? Ancient Heavenly Palace. Son of Heaven, you're celebrating too soon. A black dragon, its claws as large as mountains, shot out from the clouds, unleashing a scorching wave of energy directly at the nearby Son of Heaven with furious force. The pressure from this attack was so intense that even a peak 7th reincarnation stage expert would be severely injured in an instant. Meanwhile, within the massive eyes of the hellish demon dragon, filled with fury, Xiao Yan stood on its head, his form glowing with golden light. That was Xiao Yan. This guy. He has actually taken control of the hellish demon dragon? As he watched the battle unfold in the sky, the Devouring Spirit King's eyes filled with surprise and relief. People of the Xiao clan were certainly no pushovers. This Xiao Yan, despite being only at the quasi-7th reincarnation stage, possessed such terrifying combat strength. He was a bit like those old immortals of the Xiao clan. Even the energy within him seemed strangely familiar. It was the fluctuation of the flame-swallowing technique. Vile human, you will pay a heavy price for your actions. Riding atop the hellish demon dragon, Xiao Yan roared with fury at the Son of Heaven. I didn't want to go this far. But who knew you, fool, would ruin everything? Beast. Always a beast. As Xiao Yan stood atop the hellish demon dragon, the smile on the Son of Heaven's face instantly vanished. Being able to free the hellish demon dragon from his control, Xiao Yan's strength was now enough to make the Son of Heaven feel uneasy. Roll. This hellish cloud layer shall be your doom. Moments later, a deep brown flame erupted around the Son of Heaven, and waves of fiery clouds surged, completely covering the sky. This guy, he too, wielded fire-based powers. In fact, within the brown flames, There was a trace of energy similar to the sacred flame, probably a blessing from the angel kingdom. Go down, rescue the devouring spirit king, and protect him. If anything happens to him, you will be obliterated. Leaving the hellish demon dragon behind, Xiao Yan stepped into the sky, his gaze locked onto the Son of Heaven. Since he wanted a fight, Xiao Yan would give it to him. Daring to provoke the Xiao clan's might, he would spill his blood with his own hands and offer it as a blood sacrifice. Yes, Golden Dragon King. No one knew better than Xiao Yan that with the terrifying power capable of unleashing the seventh transformation of the Dragon God transformation, he could easily attain a high status within the Dragon clan. Not to mention the terrifying auras of the Golden Dragon King and Baxia Dragon King emanating from him. What a truly terrifying figure. Not only does he possess 7 sacred flames, but he also enjoys the favor of 2 Dragon Kings. The source of dark deception, a sinister, dark green glow slowly replaced the golden light surrounding Xiao Yan, with a layer of intricate, eerie green blood patterns, like the markings of something unforgivable, meticulously carved. Kill to your heart's content. This world no longer has a reason to exist. Watching the Son of Heaven growing more intense before him, Xiao Yan finally stopped holding back, fully unleashing his power. The Hell Realm? It's just a group of sycophants aiding the evil. These final words pierced through countless layers of time and space, transmitting unreservedly into the minds of the high-ranking figures in the Hell Realm. He already knows? The high-ranking officials stood together, their bodies stiffened in shock. What kind of power is this? This kind of power. It must come from the underworld. Lord of Death has long fallen into countless cycles of reincarnation within the underworld. How can the Hell Realm compete with him now? Murmurs filled the crowd, trembling with fear. Perhaps we should retreat. Such power. Even the Son of Heaven can't withstand it. If the Son of Heaven fails, his wrath will sweep the Hell Realm. Who in the Hell Realm could escape unscathed? At the same time, the Deputy Realm Lord, accompanied by her wicked disciple, slowly approached. Shaoling Shan's reincarnation seal? Deputy Realm Lord, what have you done? The prefect, sitting at the head of the assembly, suddenly lost his voice. Realm Lord, your reckless actions. Do you really want to push the Hell Realm into a dead end? This is what makes you worthy to be my opponent. Power of the Sea of Flames, stir the heavens and the earth. Crush. The cold, merciless voice descended, bit by bit. Countless dust particles suddenly surged from the void, shooting toward Xiao Yan's vital points. Yet, no matter how terrifying the Son of Heaven's attack was, it seemed ineffective against Xiao Yan, now possessed by a demon. The self-righteous attacks from the Son of Heaven fell on Xiao Yan, like mere scratches, weak and ineffective. Had enough? At this moment, demonic Xiao Yan's voice was cold and chilling, his face twisted with an extreme malice. The veins on his face and the demon blood patterns writhed, exuding an indescribable wildness and evil charm. His hair stood on end, and the demon blood aura around him reflected countless overwhelming, evil powers. Xiao Yan, in this moment, was more like a true demonic tyrant, his divine might vast and unstoppable. Spit. His body, like a phantom, was impossible to track. In the Son of Heaven's hand, the half-god level combat skill scroll, something he considered a priceless treasure, was easily devoured by demonic Xiao Yan. You. The void around him instantly collapsed as streams of insatiable power began to devour his soul and flesh bit by bit. Give it back to me. The loss of the combat skill scroll shattered all of the Son of Heaven's pride, and an unprecedented fear surged in his heart. After top-tier celestial arts, casting a half-god level combat skill requires a special medium, and this combat skill scroll was that very medium. In the entire Great Thousand Worlds, there were barely a handful of such scrolls for half-god level combat skills. As long as he could unleash it, even someone as powerful as demonic Xiao Yan, the Son of Heaven was confident he could completely obliterate him. Unfortunately, from the start, The Son of Heaven had greatly overestimated his own strength. At the peak of the 7th reincarnation stage, holding the half-god level combat skill scroll, he was practically invincible below the 8th reincarnation stage, no matter where he was. But he encountered Xiao Yan, and worse, demonic Xiao Yan, the power of the demon. How could the Son of Heaven even understand it, let alone resist it? The demon power, in the entire Great Thousand Worlds, had only left a faint trace known to the strongest beings in the angel kingdom and the center of the human realm. It was otherwise completely unknown. To them, this power was like a completely new attribute. The unknown is often the most terrifying force. The Xiao clan's revenge begins with you. Don't worry, none of those bastards will escape. Xiao Yan's cold voice echoed, as if the person speaking was no longer Xiao Yan, but a true demon. No. In that moment, all his confidence and methods were completely shattered by demonic Xiao Yan, and the Son of Heaven howled like a mad dog. The Lord of the Heavenly Palace and certain superpowers in the human realm are secretly helping. If you let me go, spit. The fear spread in the Son of Heaven's pupils as he accidentally blurted out some secret information. But before he could finish, a wave of milky white flames erupted from his body. His entire body was instantly ignited. His soul and flesh were burned in an instant. Staring at the milky white flame, demonic Xiao Yan couldn't shake a sense of panic and unease in his heart. With a casual flick of his hand, a blood-inked spear, nearly 1,000 feet long, appeared out of thin air. The demonic spear contained true demonic power, focused at the tip where the energy gathered to form a sharp, icy gleam. It shot toward the Son of Heaven, who had just fallen from the sky, aiming to strike him down. Within the Son of Heaven's body, some powerful individuals had embedded a special force. The milky white flame made even demonic Xiao Yan uneasy. He couldn't let it burn out of control. The aftereffects of that flame were something far beyond what mere reincarnation could counter. His body began to tremble uncontrollably, as sounds of pure terror erupted from the Son of Heaven's throat. The milky white flame burned bit by bit, and the destructive power contained within was enough to obliterate this place entirely. The strange, overwhelming waves of energy shook Xiao Yan's holy flames to their core. The Son of Heaven was struck with horror. His body trembled violently, and a primal instinct caused him to retreat, as if trying to dodge the demonic spear's deadly strike. But it was all too fast. The Son of Heaven felt an indescribable sharp pain, as blood and the reincarnation energy he'd painstakingly cultivated seemed to freeze and seal under an evil force. All vitality and power within him seemed to fade away, siphoned through the demonic spear, back into Xiao Yan's body. The demonic spear pierced through the Son of Heaven's arm and directly into his chest. His body felt as though it was stabbed by a razor-sharp spear, and he slowly lowered his head, revealing an expression of shock and fear. Could such power really belong to a mere human? What kind of power is this? Below, the hellish demon dragon rescued the devouring spirit king, merging his soul and body. But even they felt their internal powers churn, as if the milky white flame surrounding the Son of Heaven had unleashed a force of heaven and earth pressure that surpassed anything they could handle. Two peak 8th reincarnation stage experts couldn't withstand this? What kind of colossal divine power was this? Boom! In an instant, the cold gleam of the demonic spear flashed like a beam of blinding light in the night. It surged forward, piercing through the Son of Heaven's body, erasing his last trace of life. No sound came forth as the demonic spear punctured the Son of Heaven's body. His form turned to dust, and all his power instantly dissipated. Even the powerful milky white flame was extinguished in the wake of the demonic spear's strike. After the demonic spear pierced through the Son of Heaven's body, it plunged into the clouds above, creating wild turbulence in the heavens, as if trying to stir up a massive upheaval. The Son of Heaven was dead. Blood spread like a fountain, and the deep brown flames, along with countless other powers, were absorbed by the demonic spear. The entire world was bathed in an eerie, blood-red glow. You despicable bastard! We've been scheming to help you. Yet you secretly used such treacherous means against us. Do you think of us as mere puppets in your eyes? From the rippling void, a nearly transparent energy apparition slowly appeared. Hatred and resentment were written all over its face. The voice seemed to roar toward the distant human realm center. Soul origin. Still trying to protect that last trace of power from falling into reincarnation? Watching the son of heaven's soul origin on the verge of death, demonic Xiao Yan's wild grin was filled with an unprecedented sense of destructive force. Even a peak 7th reincarnation stage expert, when struck by the destructive force of the demonic spear, still has a chance to protect their last trace of origin. If they can enter reincarnation, they might revive after countless cycles. This is the power of reincarnation. Lord Prefect, Judge of Life and Death, King of the Underworld, why are you still standing there? Show yourselves. If I die, with Xiao Yan's current rage, even all of you from the Hell Realm won't be able to escape misfortune. Seeing demonic Xiao Yan so difficult to deal with, the Son of Heaven knew that with his current power, he couldn't defeat him. Thus, he could only roar into the sky. This hellish pavilion was a forbidden zone in the Hell Realm, specifically created to restrict Xiao Yan's movements. Demonic Xiao Yan didn't move. From the Son of Heaven's tone, it seemed like he had already made a deal with the Hell Realm experts. And there was one crucial detail. It seemed that the Hell Realm's Lord Prefect, Judge of Life and Death, and King of the Underworld had all been part of the force that once attacked the Xiao clan. In an instant, the fury in his chest surged again, rising higher and higher. Since you're all a group of troublemakers, let's cut you all down today. Crack! Suddenly, with the desperate scream of the Son of Heaven, a massive rift appeared in the clouds above, from which several powerful forces began pouring in one after another. Son of Heaven, you've underestimated us. From within the rift, a corpulent figure emerged, exuding an air of subtle but boundless dignity. His entire body was enveloped in black, murky chi, and the aura of oppression around him was chilling. The Realm Lord of the Hell Realm, Prefect, with the strength of the 7th reincarnation stage, was an existence almost above all in hell, truly supreme. Two middle-aged men dressed in black and white stood beside him. Each exuded distinct life and death energy, quasi-7th reincarnation stage, judges of life and death. And there was also the fierce-looking figure, the King of the Underworld, from the Hell Realm, who controlled the power of life and death in hell. He was the true ruler of the Underworld. The moment these figures appeared, the entire world seemed to wobble, and Xiao Yan felt the intense heat emanating from the sacred flame inside him. Within a few breaths, some of the mysterious energies began to make themselves known. The King of the Underworld carried the reincarnation flame, while the judges of life and death wielded the life and death flame. Two sacred flames. Stop talking nonsense. Use the demigod-level combat skills to kill Xiao Yan here, or we will all die. At this moment, the Son of Heaven no longer exhibited his previous arrogance. His words were filled with deep wariness. It seemed that only after facing the demonic Xiao Yan had he realized the horror of this foe. Now, with his defeat and the presence of such powerful figures from the Hell Realm, there might still be a chance to turn things around. But if they dragged things out further, the situation would be dire for them. Demon, stop it. You have wreaked havoc in my Hell Realm. Today, your blood will be used to perform a blood sacrifice for hell. Leading the charge, the prefect's overwhelming, eerie death chi surged, creating a terrifying presence. Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. You're all nothing but hypocritical pretenders. In response to the mockery from the prefect and others, demonic Xiao Yan's lips curled into a mad, sinister smile. Did you all participate in the Xiao clan's ambush back then? Just answer yes or no. After a brief moment, the demonic energy around Xiao Yan began to radiate. So what if we did? The prefect's aura thickened as death chi surged around him, causing the energy of the entire world to stir violently. In that case, let's all be buried here. Upon hearing the prefect's confident words, a sense of relief appeared on Xiao Yan's face, and the demonic power within him was unleashed without reservation. A monstrous and insatiable evil force, capable of devouring everything, spread throughout the heavens and the earth. Since the strong ones from the Hell Realm were so complicit in aiding evil, there was no need for them to exist any longer. In despair, let it all be destroyed. In that case, let us all fall together. The cold, indifferent voice of the demon spread, accompanied by a deafening sound that shook the very air. Demonic brilliance oozed from Xiao Yan's body, casting a sinister, eerie aura over the entire Hell Pavilion. Blood red, eerie, and dark, the power of the demonic force flooded the surroundings. No one could stand against it. What is this power? At this moment, the Son of Heaven's soul body, the Realm Lord Prefect, the Judge of life and death, the King of the Underworld, and others exchanged fearful glances, as many of the forces within them suddenly froze. Confronted by Xiao Yan's demonic power, a deep sense of helplessness surged within them, and fear and anxiety grew more intense. What are you waiting for? Move quickly. Only by completely slaying Xiao Yan here can we ensure that there will be no future troubles. The Son of Heaven, his soul trembling, felt a surge of terror and death energy. At this moment, he was powerless and could only place his final hopes on the powerful figures of the Hell Realm standing before him. Realm Lord. The judges of life and death began to radiate strange flames, a force seemingly tied to the life and death flame. Attack, there's no turning back now. Whether we live or die, it will all be decided here. Looking at the demonic Xiao Yan, who seemed like a divine demon lord from afar, the prefect's aging face suddenly darkened with a chilling murderous intent. This battle could no longer be avoided. Even if they begged for mercy now, Xiao Yan would never let them go. Boom! Suddenly, the air around the prefect of the realm was filled with countless wails as a terrifying energy, almost beyond Xiao Yan's comprehension, began to gather. What is that? Although demonic Xiao Yan's power was boundless, it was not without weaknesses. As the prefect of the realm began to unleash this terrifying attack, Xiao Yan could clearly sense a true deathly threat. Even a true demigod-level combat skill couldn't compare to such a terrifying force. Hell Realm. The Lord's body suddenly became intangible, and his palm rapidly transformed, unleashing a power so complex it spread outward. Poof! Before the incantation was fully chanted, dark shadows of the other shore flowers surged from behind, instantly piercing the Lord's body, gradually draining his life force. Blood uncontrollably dripped, spreading a scene where countless Senluo other shore flowers began to bloom. Deputy Realm Lord, Earth-Ean Commander, what are they doing? The Devourer Spirit King, looking up at the sudden changes in the battle above, was stunned. Earth-Ean, what are you doing? The Lord's core energy rapidly faded, and his pupils filled with near-mad fury. He had cast the Corpse Ghost Sealing Seal, a move that even the Devourer Spirit King couldn't easily break. Yet here it was being shattered by the Deputy Realm Lord. His last hope had turned into nothingness. I'm redeeming myself in my own way. Redeeming myself to the Xiao clan. Behind Earth-Ean Commander stood her beloved disciple, Xia. At this moment, Xia's hands, as white as jade, were gently burning with a brilliant black flame. The flame resembled the concept of reincarnation, with faint, familiar ripples reflecting through it. Within that ripple, the aura of the Xiao clan could be felt. Xiao Yan, stop. Everyone makes mistakes. Xia stood tall, her figure proudly accentuating her curves. Yet, her expression was filled with a quiet plea, her teeth lightly biting down in sorrow. Yes, everyone makes mistakes, but their sins are unforgivable. I am merely settling this grudge in my own way. Demonic Xiao Yan didn't halt his attack. Instead, as Xia appeared, the sacred flame and demonic energy inside him surged and began to merge, slowly gathering an energy wave powerful enough to pierce through the entire Hell Realm. They may deserve to die, but now with the extraterritorial evil clan attacking, wouldn't it be better for them to atone through service? Earth-Ean Commander still held a sliver of hope. But who will avenge the Xiao clan's ancestors? Xiao Yan laughed at the exchange between the teacher and disciple. Behind him, The eerie demonic blood flame and the resplendent sacred flame began to swirl and merge, faintly forming a celestial vortex beneath his feet. In that moment, Xiao Yan appeared as the true king of this world. This is the reincarnation seal of Xiao Lingshan, the Xiao clan's goddess of war. Although sealed by the reincarnation flame, it can still accept the transmission of reincarnation. And the reincarnation flame, the life and death flame. Also, the soul essence collected by the Hell Realm over countless reincarnations. Will all these be enough to secure the safety of the entire Hell Realm? Tears welled up in Si Ya's eyes as her voice choked with emotion. Xiao Yan, the Hell Realm controls the reincarnation of the Great Thousand Worlds. Once it is destroyed, the cycle will collapse. Souls will roam aimlessly, unable to be gathered. In such a world, the extraterritorial evil clan need not even invade. It will collapse on its own. The strong of the Hell Realm participated in the suppression of the Xiao clan, but the true masterminds are not them. They, at most, were pawns. Their sins do not go that far. At this moment, feeling the world-shattering force building beneath Xiao Yan's feet, the Devourer Spirit King hurriedly warned him. If the Hell Realm perishes, the entire Great Thousand Worlds will descend into chaos. The panic that follows might be enough for Xiao Yan to become the world's true enemy, an unwise trait. Ha ha. Demonic Xiao Yan seemed to be fighting the fury inside, his breathing becoming increasingly heavy. I can make this trade with you, but they all must die. Anyone who stops shall die. After a moment, Xiao Yan spoke again, his voice tinged with a touch of reason. Fine, it's a deal. Hearing Xiao Yan's agreement, Earth-Een Commander's tense heart slowly relaxed. Teacher, the Realm Lord and the Judge of life and death may have made mistakes, but their sins are not that severe. Let's go. Sia seemed to want to resist, but in an instant, Earth-Een Commander took her away. Earth-Een Commander knew that Xiao Yan had already shown great resolve in sparing the Hell Realm. If she pressed any further now, it would only make matters worse. Xiao clan demons. As they left, Siya's tears fell steadily. In her mind, memories of the Lord, the Judge of life and death, and the King of the underworld, who had patiently taught her cultivation, flooded back. These kind and patient people, how could they have participated in suppressing the Xiao clan? Everything before her eyes grew blurry. As they left, she faintly saw the eerie vortex behind Xiao Yan erupt with immense power, easily swallowing the bodies of the strong. Life and vitality rapidly disappeared. However, the few people led by the Lord of the Netherworld showed no fear in their eyes. Instead, a sense of relief, which Sia couldn't understand, surfaced. The sins they had left behind did not ultimately harm the entire Hell Realm. Their deaths were well worth it. The Realm of Hell, Path of Xun'er. This was the center of the Hell Realm, where the lords of the Netherworld and others resided. However, it felt somewhat desolate at this moment. The entire path of Xun'er resembled long, pitch-black tunnels, lined with eerie palaces and buildings. 2 sacred flames are now in your hands. This is Xiao Lingshan's reincarnation mark. Your anger should be appeased now. Inside the Grand Hall where the Deputy Realm Lord resided, 5 people stood together. Sia looked at Xiao Yan, who remained calm, and the 2 middle-aged men behind him. She couldn't help but grind her teeth, raising her jade hand with a flame of light that gently approached Xiao Yan. Although the current situation was the best outcome for the Hell Realm, seeing Xiao Yan, the mastermind behind the death of countless powerful beings in the Hell Realm, Siya's heart still ached. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Xiao Yan reached out and stored the flame of light in his pouch, a warm, scorching sensation washing over him. Xiao Lingshan's reincarnation mark gave Xiao Yan a deep impression, but he couldn't absorb any powerful being's reincarnation. The profound and mysterious nature of it was something even he didn't fully understand. May I ask, Senior, what exactly happened with Xiao Lingshan? After a moment, Xiao Yan fixed his gaze on the distant Deputy Realm Lord, his expression serious. Since the earlier eradication of the Lords, Xiao Yan had sensed something strange. Now, he could only inquire. During the first heavenly battle, the first-generation Realm Lord forcibly sent her into the Sea of Reincarnation using the Reincarnation Flame. If you wish to find her, you may have to venture into the Sea of Reincarnation, but its location is mysterious, and few in the great thousand worlds know of it. The Deputy Realm Lord's eyes shifted restlessly as if trying to avoid the question. This is the key to the Hell Furnace, where the soul essence collected over countless reincarnations is stored. It is said to allow a soul's power to undergo a transformation for those who have reached the spirit-wandering realm. As for how it might help you, I cannot say. I hope you will keep your promise and not make things difficult for the Hell Realm. Seeing Xiao Yan's aggressive demeanor, a lingering flame of anger flickered in Siya's clear eyes. She walked straight up to Xiao Yan, retrieving a pitch-black key. Of course, Xiao Yan, keep my word. However, I still want to know what happened back then. I hope the Deputy Realm Lord can enlighten me. Xiao Yan didn't back down easily. Now that the lords had been thoroughly eradicated by him, the only ones who knew the truth were the two before him. If the Hell Realm didn't resolve Xiao Lingshan's situation, things would only become more difficult in the future. You ask away. After a brief hesitation, the Deputy Realm Lord no longer concealed the truth. Xiao Lingshan had conflicts with the Hell Realm? Why? In the memories of the lords before their deaths, did I see a scene where Xiao Lingshan entered the Hell Realm alone? Xiao Yan was puzzled. He ignored the young Siya and turned to look at the Deputy Realm Lord, realizing that this subtle matter was likely known only to her. The Xiao clan was definitely not unreasonable. For Xiao Lingshan to enter the Hell Realm in such anger, something significant must have occurred. During the first heavenly battle, the Great Thousand Worlds suffered tremendous losses. Countless wronged souls and wild spirits were expelled by the Ghost Realm and were forced to enter the Hell Realm. This caused a huge disruption to our Hell Realm's reincarnation process. But something strange happened at that time. The lives recorded in the Book of Life and Death, except for the members of the Xiao clan, disappeared without a trace. Xiao Lingshan once believed that the Hell Realm was behind this, intending to wipe out your Xiao clan, so she single-handedly challenged the entire Hell Realm. Finally, the first-generation Lord had no choice but to take out the Book of Life and Death for her to examine. However, no trace of the Xiao clan could be found on it, as if their names had been erased. As a result, Xiao Lingshan was certain that the disappearance of the Xiao clan souls was done deliberately by us. But beings as powerful as the top members of the Xiao clan had long since moved beyond the records of the Book of Life and Death. In the end, the Lord had to use all his power, combined with the reincarnation flame, to send her into the Sea of Reincarnation for slumber, and the reincarnation mark was sealed by flames for countless years. But back then, the Hell Realm was too busy dealing with the reincarnation of the dead to have the power or energy to erase the names of the Xiao clan from the Book of Life and Death. I guarantee, with the safety of the entire Hell Realm at stake, that the names erased from the Book of Life and Death were not done by us. The Deputy Realm Lord's eyes revealed a sense of disbelief. It seemed that after all these long years, even they had not been able to uncover the mysterious truth behind it all. Someone has been secretly manipulating the Book of Life and Death, erasing the names of our Xiao clan members, indirectly leading to the near destruction of the entire Xiao clan back then? Someone tried to frame the Hell Realm? Upon hearing this, Xiao Yan's heart trembled, and he could somewhat guess what had happened. We don't know. The Deputy Realm Lord shook her head. These obscure matters had been passed down through generations, with no hint of falsehood, yet even after countless years, no one had been able to fully understand them. As for the mastermind behind it or any other conspiracy, that remained a mystery. By the way, let me remind you of something. Back in those days, to have evaded the vigilance of the Hell Realm's powerful beings and secretly erased the names from the Book of Life and Death, that person's strength was at least at the 8th reincarnation stage. Since the first heavenly war, countless years have passed. If that person is still alive, their strength would be even more terrifying now. At the end of her words, the Deputy Realm Lord seemed to remember something and spoke again. Thanks. Xiao Yan said softly in response. All right, the deal is done. Domain Lord Xiao, you should take your reward and leave the Hell Realm as soon as possible. Moments later, The Deputy Realm Lord shook her head, as if to signal the end of the meeting. There was nothing that could be done. The massive disturbance caused by the demonic Xiao Yan had already shaken the entire Hell Realm. If he didn't leave soon, it could throw the Hell Realm into utter chaos across countless reincarnations. By then, the Great Thousand Worlds would surely be dragged into a real internal conflict. From now on, the Xiao clan and the Hell Realm are even. As Xiao Yan finished speaking, he, along with the Devourer Spirit King and the Hellish Demon Dragon, headed towards the Infernal Furnace. However, Xiao Yan wondered whether the soul essence within the Infernal Furnace would allow him to further push his divine soul, which had already reached the perfect stage, to a true state of completion. If he could reach perfection here, Xiao Yan was highly confident that he could refine a 9th-tier earth pill or even a heavenly pill,